The island of Sodor. A small island between England and the Isle of Man. But it still has got towns with many people. Even though the island is quite small, there are great distances between these towns. There needs to be a way to connect these towns to each other and to the mainland. And I know just how to pull this off. My name is Sir Bertram Topham Hatt. My family has been fascinated by railways for generations, ever since they were invented. My parents came here to Sodor many years ago, and my father spent the rest of his life planning a railway network and initiating the construction of a main line, but that was all he was able to do. After his death, it is my responsibility to make his dream come true. I will build a railway on the island of Sodor and be in charge of it. I've got the money, the plans, and even a main line. Excellent starting conditions. But the first thing I will need to take care of are trains. If I buy a few of them, I can really get started. Hello there? Oh, you must be Sir Topham Hatt. That I am. So you are in need of a first engine for a railway on the island of Sodor. Yes, well, it's Sodor. Whatever. Now, if you'll follow me, I present to you a fine selection of engine classes, all very modern and new, but with mature personalities, and believe me when I tell you that you won't find more obedient engines anywhere. Good to know. Were they all built here? Oh no, these engines are from manufacturers from all over the United Kingdom.
Oh, I'm so gonna get you. I'd like to see you try.
Oh no. Stop! Please do excuse these two, they're still young, and pay no mind to them. Let us just focus on the...
Come on, we are just having a bit of fun. Precisely, nothing wrong with that. Who will we be if we are never allowed to play?
I am so sorry, Sir Topham. These two remind me of... All right, Thomas and Percy, enough now.
Oh, come on, Father. What's wrong with just having a bit of fun?
Stephen, Bridget, this is your grandfather Bertram, my father. I don't think they can understand you yet, Percy. Never mind, Thomas. I am just so unbelievably happy and proud of the both of you. Thomas! Percy! Hello? I am truly sorry, sir, but we weren't able to save the two men. We were too late. Sir Topham is, are you feeling all right? Yes. Yes, I'm fine. I just remembered a little something. Well, in that case, I shall show you the engines that we can... I'm taking these two tank engines. Are you sure about that? I know it in my heart. These two are what I need. If you say so, then I shall get the paperwork ready.
You're taking us? Where are we going?
You two will be the first engines on the railway on the island of Sodor. You will help constructing the first branch lines and pull the very first trains.
Sound.
All right, you're taking the blue E2 and the Avonside saddle tank. Would you like to name them? Do you already have names?
No, mister.
Then I will give you some. You shall be named Thomas, and I am calling you Percy.
Thomas, yes. I like the sound of that. Pleased to meet you, Thomas. My name is Percy.
And considering these are your first engines, I assume Thomas keeps the number 1 and we paint the number 2 onto Percy? What? No, thanks. Let them just keep their old numbers. If that's what you want. So, before we sign all the paperwork, have you got crews ready for the engines? I do. There are trained engine drivers on Sodor waiting to get to work. I could give them a ring right now if I may use your telephone. Certainly. This way, please.
So, Thomas. Oh, that is so nice to say. It truly is, Percy. Do you really think that on Sodor we will be pulling actual trains? I am certain of it.
All right, you two. I will be taking you to Sodor shortly. There you will meet your new drivers, Robert Beck and Nigel Stanley, very pleasant folk. You'd still be needing rolling stock, I presume? That too. Thomas and Percy better come along to choose their own wagons. What do you think, Percy? Would you be able to pull those trucks?
With ease, Sir Topham Hatt.
You know, instead of calling me Mr. or Sir Topham Hatt, why don't you just call me Sir? Nice and simple. All right?
All right, then.
Thomas?
Wow.
Oh, coaches. These are Annabelle and Clarabelle. We were about to sort these two out, so you better take them now or never.
Oh, they are beautiful. May I have them, please?
I don't see why not. They seem to suit you. You would actually take us? That I would. You could become the personal passenger coaches of Thomas. Thomas, yes? Would that be the handsome E2 engine?
Uh-huh.
Then it's settled. You two are coming with us. Sir, I don't see you running a railway when you let yourself be convinced so easily. But that is not any of my business. You will see, my good sir, you shall see. All right then, we've got 2 engines and crews waiting, 2 coaches, several goods trucks and a strong will. In that case, let's head to Sodor. And here we are.
So far, so good.
Of course, for now we only have a main line, very few stations and only 1 shunting yard. But everything will evolve over time. Just don't you worry about that. I shall explain everything that you will have to do.
It's so easy when I look at you. Nowhere beyond my mind. I'm so glad that I can look at you. How sweet to call you mine. Like a child that learns the use of spring. Like the sea in deepest blue. Like a violin bow that plays the string. That's the joy I find in you. It's all easy when I look at you. No worry on my mind. I'm so glad that I can look at you. How sweet to call you mine. It's all easy when I look at you. No worry on my mind. I'm so glad that I can look at you. How sweet to call you mine.
One day, Thomas was waiting at the station of the town of Knapford on one end of the line to start his last journey of the day when he was joined by Percy.
Hello.
Hello there, Percy.
Oh, sir, happy to see you.
I am happy as well. And you're here too, Percy. How convenient, seeing how I have got a special delivery for you.
A special delivery? Now what's a special delivery? An important job just for you, that no one else gets to do. Oh.
I want you to go to Vickerstown and collect a load of, well, shall we say, coal, if you catch my drift.
Now that's got to be some special coal.
You could say that. Well, do take it here to Knapford. It is quite a long journey.
Oh, Percy can do that, no problem. Right, Percy? Of course, Thomas. I will see you later. Yes, see you then, Percy.
The city of Vickerstown was in the east on the other side of the island. Thomas and Percy were the only engines owned by Sir Topham Hatt and his railway, but other engines from the mainland still brought goods to Sodor on occasion to help out.
Wow. So that's what he meant with special coal. Maybe something got lost in translation? Oh well, I will still take you all to Knapford. Whoops, that was a little rough.
Percy got along well, but then there was trouble. The town of Wellsworth, which was not far behind a big hill, was getting its own station, and an engine from the mainland had left some tankers at the site. Percy didn't know about the tankers, nor could he see them in time.
What just happened?
Don't be hard on yourself, Percy. We couldn't know about these tankers. I'll phone for help.
Hey, Percy. I wasn't expecting us to meet up like that. Do say, are you alright? I think so. But I'd feel much better if you could help me.
Come around behind Percy and try pulling him back onto the rails.
No offense, Percy, but you are quite weighty.
Try pulling a little harder, Thomas.
But what if... Yikes. Alright then. Eyes closed. I can do that. Thank you for helping me, Thomas. Don't mention it, Percy. You know, you did say that this special delivery is something only for me, because it is. But wouldn't it be a tad more special if you were to help me delivering it? Oh, I would be happy to do that, Percy.
And so, Thomas and Percy took the coal to Knapford together. As time went on, the railway grew. New stations were built and new lines were planned. One day, Thomas terminated his last regular trip of the day and left his coaches at Knapford. "Ah, Thomas, good to see you. Today I've got a particularly heavy goods train for you to take here."
Oh, you needn't worry about me. I am strong.
"I am glad to hear. The trucks are at the new station of Wellsworth."
All right, sir. I'm on my way.
"Oh yes, and Percy is already there waiting for you, so you can take the train together." But Thomas was too far away to hear Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas arrived at Wellsworth and coupled up to the train. He didn't realize that Percy was already attached to the other end of it. So he just started pulling.
Yes, that is heavy. Quite so, but not too heavy for me.
Percy felt the train moving, but his driver had applied his brakes.
Thomas? Is that you? Percy? Ow.
When Percy's driver returned, Percy told him what had happened. So Percy pulled over to the other track, pulling the entire train behind him until he reached Thomas.
Now you're the one in trouble. But it appears that you're worse off than I was. Perhaps, but I can be helped.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. I don't think we can drive you or even pull you behind us.
We could load him onto one of the trucks, and then I take him to the works. Sure, but that's a long way. I do hope we're getting a workshop on the island soon.
So Thomas was loaded onto a truck, and the damaged tanker was coupled up as well. Sir Topham Hatt did indeed intend to turn an old car workshop at Crovan's Gate into a railway works, but until that was finished, engines and trucks had to be taken to the mainland for repairs. Luckily, an engine from England was happy to take Thomas to the next workshop, so Percy could take the train the other direction to Knapford, where Sir Topham Hatt was waiting. Percy?
I am terribly sorry, sir. Thomas had an accident. I took him to the works.
And then you pulled the entire train by yourself?
He pulled the train while Thomas was still on one of the trucks, sir.
Oh my, Percy. You are stronger than I anticipated.
Thank you, sir.
You may rest now, but I'll see if I can give you another special delivery tomorrow.
Another one? Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
The next day, Thomas was still being mended at the works, while Percy was pulling Annie and Clarabel, but not for long, for he was sent to Vickerstown again to take a very special delivery, and it was not coal.
Wow. And I'm supposed to take these now? All by myself? Across the entire island?
Percy, you can do this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. This looks heavier than any train I've ever pulled before.
You pulled a heavy goods train yesterday with no problem whatsoever.
But then I was just pulling it without thinking about it.
But even if you were thinking about it, you would have been able to pull it, just like you are now.
I can do this. I will do this. 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 Whatever Percy's doing right now, I'm sure he's doing a fine job. Here we are.
Already? Wow, you're early. Before you go and fetch the next load, do you want to help us out a little?
Yes, sure. What is it exactly you're building?
Well, that would be a branch line.
Oh, sound. I think I even know what that means.
Alright then, come over here. And Percy was attached to some track pieces to help moving them into position. Wonderful. Right, we'll have to weld these together now. You can ask the controller about your next call of duty.
The who now?
Well, you know, the fat one. You mean Sir Topham Hatt? Exactly, yes. Percy went back to work, and these nicknames were floating around in his smoke box. Percy helped bringing material to the new branch line, helped laying the tracks, and ran the railway by himself. Sir Topham Hatt was most impressed.
Thomas, you're back. I am, and I feel fantastic.
And your timing is impeccable, if I may. Henceforth, I declare the Farquhar branch line open. And Percy, I cannot thank you enough.
Ah, just doing my job.
And you're doing that very well. How I would love to give you all the recognition I can. I am just afraid that my further plans will have to be put on hold for now, as I wouldn't want to spend all of our budget at once. I do have more plans. Until then, I have a little something for you. A little special coach just for you.
Oh wow! That is amazing! Thank you so much, sir! So, what do you think about the new line, Thomas? It is pretty, like very pretty indeed, and really useful too. So many connections to so many towns that will benefit so many people very soon. Do you happen to have any problems with it? Well, some of the bends are a little tight. It sort of hurts my chassis to go through them, but I'm sure I can get used to it. I see. But if you don't, you can always talk it through with Sir Topham Hatt. By the way, is that his real name? I should think so. Why are you asking? Because these workmen called him something different the other day. Controller, the Fat Controller or something. The Fat Controller. Huh. Oh my, that is funny. Fat Controller. Hey, what do you say, Percy? How about we call him the Fat Controller from here on? Lovely. That's easy to remember too. Yeah, but only behind his back. We shall never call the Fat Controller that nickname to his face. Oh, I see. I understand. Behind his back, but never ever to his face. I am sorry, who are you two?
Donald. And that's Douglas.
Hello there. You are the new engines. That we are. How long have you been standing there?
Oh, we were dropped off an hour ago.
The Fat Controller told me about you yesterday. You are to take a goods train from here to Farquhar. I'll shunt it for you.
And who'd be the Fat Controller?
Oh, Sir Topham Hatt, the director of this railway. You can call him the Fat Controller too, but never to his face, alright? That's kind of our thing among the engines. Ah, there are our engines. We will be your drivers.
Shall we heat you up already? Well, our tenders haven't been delivered yet. They had to be taken off so we could fed onto the flat bits.
Aye, but we still got water in our boilers and coal in our fireboxes. That'd be enough to get warm.
Aye, you're probably right. So Donald and Douglas were heated up.
But by the time Thomas had prepared their train, the tenders still hadn't arrived.
Well, now what?
When we cooled down, all the effort was for nothing and we just wasted good coal and water.
And who would you be? Lack of tender engines?
What you wished?
Lack of tender engines, bad engines instead of goods.
Perhaps we should show these trucks what we're made of.
Perhaps we should.
We're no needing tenders to be really useful engines. And the drivers are just going along with it. But I don't know about that.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Where are the Scottish men?
Scotsmen.
Well, departed already. Without their tenders? But then where are they storing their coal and water? They don't have tanks and bunkers mounted onto them like we tank engines do.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
Are we at least close?
Well, we passed one station, so if the line's only consisting of 2 stations, then maybe... I don't know.
Hey, you fellas want some tenders?
Oh, thank goodness.
Thanks. Now we can keep going. Well, you could if there was water and coal in these tenders. Which there is, thankfully.
Oh,
you bloody
for
blue
crying
bastard!
out
Sorry,
loud.
sorry, didn't mean to say that.
The Scotsmen had the tenders reattached, they were warmed up again, and thus were able to deliver the goods and return to Knapford afterwards, where the Fat Controller was waiting for them. Oh, Donald and Douglas, I heard about your little incident. Well, let us not dwell on it. You are ready for work, now. Aye, sir. One more thing, though. Donald, weren't you the number 10 and Douglas the number 9?
Yes, sir, but seeing as we're getting new numbers anyway, we didn't really pay attention.
Actually, I do prefer my engines keeping their old numbers.
Oh? So you want us to swap back?
Well, whatever you two would prefer.
I didn't mind keeping it as is. That way, we'll always be a part of each other.
Oh, that works for me. Well, get some rest now, and tomorrow the work continues. So, Donald and Douglas, for the time being, Thomas and Percy shall take care of the branch line, while you tender engines will be put onto the main line. Seeing as you two were transported here, you never took the line by yourselves.
Oh, that's not gonna be a problem, sir.
Well, if you're so sure about that, Douglas, you could take some trucks back to England.
Aye, sir. These ones that Thomas just brought here?
Yes, these, and there are also some more at Wellsworth. It's up to you whether you take them with you right away or take a second trip.
Aye, sir.
And Douglas got moving. When he got to Wellsworth, he saw the additional trucks.
Well, those aren't that many. Even though these trucks already have got some weight on them.
No, we are super light.
I'm thinking I would have noticed.
We just feel so heavy because our brakes are still on.
Ugh, then why didn't you say anything?
We thought it was funny.
Ugh, alright then, you've had your fun.
While Douglas coupled up to the new trucks, his driver released the brakes of the old ones. Both of them were unaware, however, that the alive trucks could apply and release their brakes as they pleased.
Oh, this is fine. No problem whatsoever.
Wait.
Presently, Douglas arrived at the hill. It was a steep and difficult one. Be too slow and you get stuck, only able to roll back down and try again. Be too fast and lose all control on the way back down. Douglas had good speed at first, but then trouble ensued.
No!
Ugh, alright. This is still fine. I can do this. No, I'm not going to backtrack now and retry. I haven't come to a stop yet.
3, 2, 1.
What happened? These are runaway trucks? Whatever did happen to you?
Oh, you won't believe it. Douglas was supposed to pull us, but he just lost us on the hill.
Oh my, is Douglas alright? Well then, Percy, you go by yourself and try to help Douglas while I'll talk to Sir Topham Hatt. Am I allowed to go without a driver? I wouldn't know why not. Huh? Thomas? Hey, is everything alright? Yes? No. Okay then, I suppose I can just get you back to Knapford. That would be nice. But what is it you're doing on the main line? I thought you was to take care of the branch. No one told me that yet. I take it I would have gotten the memo once I arrived back at Knapford. Well, let's go. A little while later, when Percy got back to Knapford, he met up with Thomas and Douglas, who told him all about what had happened. The Fat Controller arrived. All right then, Donald is off to take the trucks. Douglas, are you all right? Yeah, sure. Few scratches, that's all. Can you tell me what happened? Well, the train was heavy and then on the hill the coupling just sort of snapped. Perhaps the trucks were pulling it. Yeah, surely. Trucks are stupid like that.
And you think we'd change if you talk about us like that?
On the hill. Oh, I was afraid this was going to happen. The track is laid out very straight and therefore quite steep. Perhaps we should relay it to be more bendy to lower the gradient a tad. Bendy? Oh, I don't know about that. The bends on the branch line are kind of pushing it for me. I am fairly long and my wheels are far apart from each other. Thank you for telling me. All right. Then I shall do it.
Do what?
You will see very soon. The engines were working day in, day out, building new lines and stations and delivering goods and passengers. The railway grew big and grew profitable.
Which is very good. Who are you talking to? Does nobody else hear him? Are you schizophrenic? What does that mean? Well, something along the lines of you hearing voices or imagining things and being unable to differentiate between what is real and what's just your imagination. Huh. Yes.
The next day, the engines were being busy as usual. That evening, the Fat Controller assembled them to have a talk. I specifically got Donald and Douglas for their efficient work power. Thomas and Percy's acquisitions were more sentimental, but don't you worry, I am going to keep you.
Are you saying we're not useful?
Of course you are. But the way you have been put together keeps you from being more useful than you could be. Percy, your rods are very unstable. That's why I was so impressed with your strength. Your coupling rods shouldn't be able to handle that. So we are going to fix that. Thomas, you need to be shortened. Have your wheels closer to each other. Then you can traverse tighter bends.
How are you going to accomplish that?
I shall send you two to England to have you rebuilt. You will become new engines. In the meantime, Donald and Douglas shall keep the railway running. Construction is over for now. Now it is just scheduled trains. Annie and Clarabelle shall also be rebuilt and be made a bit bigger. You will all be back very soon. Until then, goodbye, Thomas and Percy.
Making it too useful, yeah right. Shorten it, to have even less room for fuel capacity.
You think we can compensate by just reducing fuel intake for same power?
I don't think that's possible.
Ever done the impossible? Without Thomas and Percy, the railway was not as busy. Donald and Douglas took care of both goods and passenger work. Right, I'm on me way again. Main line, right? Right. Say, have you already switched the points? Yes, we did. You just keep going. Thank you. Most of the switches were still being operated by hand, but just that day, the switch to the branch line junction was connected to a signal box. That said signal box had switched it back onto the branch line. Hang on. Luckily, thanks to the signal box, the signalman was able to get Douglas very quickly to help re-rail Donald. Maybe we should be careful yet? You didn't say. Ugh, you're thinking we could not tell the Fat Controller about this? I'm not gonna say. Where is he anyway? He's on the mainland, acquiring his own personal road vehicle. And your name is Bertram? Yes. My name is Bertram too. Fascinating. Hey, sir, I shall take this one. A bus. You want to drive a bus? I do have the license. You're really quite something. Sir Topham had never learned of Donald's derailment. He didn't mind the small delay. From now on, he was able to take his bus all over the roads of Sodor. To avoid confusion, Bertram the bus was called Bertie by everyone else, and he was supposed to enter public transportation at some point. As soon as Thomas would re-enter passenger service on the branch line, the schedules would be adapted. And it would not be much longer. See you soon, Percy. We will, Thomas. Would you hold your wish for a week? Donald and Douglas. Oh, sorry, sir. English engines will take care of your jobs this morning. The two of you will have the honor of going to the docks. Aye, and what is it we're doing at the docks? What do you think? Huh? Are they back? That they are. Are we warm enough? I'm thinking I'm warm enough. Give me 5 minutes and I shall be... I'll get you rolling. Oh, are they unloaded yet? I think they're just getting started. Clara! Annie!
You're looking great.
Oh, finally solid ground beneath the wheels again. Oh, yes. So, you too. Were you saying something?
Only that you're looking great. In any case, where are our engine friends?
Well, to put it bluntly, not on that ship.
No?
Why don't you take us to Knapford first, and we shall explain on the way.
If you say so.
Do excuse my reaction, as I am quite pleased to see you again, Annie and Clarabel, but where is Thomas? He was out-shopped at the same time as you two, so where
Look
is
up
he?
there!
Position above Knapford Yard. Asking for permission to unload the cargo. Unload the cargo? What cargo? That can't
Johnny,
be.
let's switch onto the siding. Hey, Whirlybird! Follow us to the other track.
Lower! I repeat, I am lowering. Asking for assistance to position the crate. Donald, Bertie, here, take these chains. Fabulous work, everyone! My part is finished, the rest is up to you. Would you two take the honor?
Certainly. Ta-da! I have returned. The coaches came per ship, Thomas, through the air. Whatever did they think of for our dear Percy?
Percy, yeah. About that. Percy's rebuild has been delayed. They weren't able to tell me by how long, so for now let us just be happy about Thomas, Annie and Clarabel returning and being more useful than ever before.
I am Thomas, who are you?
I am Bertie, who are you? Thomas. Hi.
So, Percy? Yes?
You are going to be, well, shipped to a different workshop.
Okay. Why?
There's a couple of people in London who can do a lot more with you, make you more useful than we ever could.
Alright. That sounds nice. Although that will probably take even more time.
Yes, it will, but you can leave tomorrow.
Sound. That's gonna be sound.
Yes, sure it will be sound.
Where on earth is that Donald? What's taking him so long?
The train schedules are all being newly made. They haven't worked out all the kinks yet.
Making everyone late sure won't help.
That's exactly what they try to fix over time.
Yes, over time. The time that we don't have. Finally. Alright, get in everybody. Do excuse the delay, I'll try my best to make up for lost time. I'm not that late, and even so I'm not used to these new schedules yet, once I've gotten the hang of it all. Did I ask for excuses? No. Quick now, let's go! Just to be clear, it's not my fault that I am late. Okay, that's on your useless brother. Okay. So don't you dare put the blame on me! Okay. Come on, quickly! I don't want us to be even more delayed! Thomas! No time! Mustn't be late! Ow. Annie? Clara? Are you alright? Annie?
Thomas was stranded and all alone.
Well, not that alone, but still. Oh, this is unfortunate.
I'll go and get help while trying to get your passengers. Yeah, something, somehow. Douglas went to the Fat Controller and told him what had happened. So, we got a crane. Bertram, would you take Thomas's passengers? Yes, sure. But don't you want to go to Thomas? I do. Harold, can you take me to Thomas and help us while you're still on the island? Most certainly I can. Climb on board, sir. Oh, Thomas, the tracks being broken was not your fault.
But if I hadn't gone so fast, I would have seen them.
The broken rail wasn't your fault. Going too fast was. Just don't go racing off like that again.
You can't tell me what to do.
But still, Thomas decided not to go race on the branch line again. At least, for a while. So, Thomas, are you good to die, or should I take your passengers again?
Oh, do be quiet.
I'm just saying. Sir Topham does not need me at the moment, so I'd have the time to do your job.
I can do that well on my own. I am fast enough.
Fast, are you? Are you saying you want to race to prove your velocity?
I said no such thing.
It sounded so to me, unless you're trying to talk yourself out of it now.
No, I do not want to have a race.
All right, I can understand that. I wouldn't want to lose something as easy as that either.
1 minute to departure. Guard's whistle means the race is on.
I win, in spite of your much shorter route.
I demand a rematch. We will continue the race to Tory Wreck.
Very well, but should you win this round, we shall have a third race to Elsbridge. I don't know what to do with Thomas. This is not the first time he's off the rails, but he's really gone and done it this time, damaging himself so much that I'll have to replace him on the branch line and... oh... You know, Sir Topham, I can see that Thomas is dear to your heart. But even so, perhaps you should learn to be a bit more stern to your engines. Don't let them get away with everything. I suppose you have a point. Doesn't mean I have to go threatening them with scrap or anything like that. Furthermore, I would highly advise you to slowly but surely transition over to diesel power. Diesel engines? I don't know about that. I am quite specialized for steam traction and I am not sure how my engines would take me acquiring diesels. But you do intend to expand your railway, don't you? Of course I do.
You know what? I'm making you an offer. You get yourself a nice diesel engine, and I will let you use the fuel station at Barrow.
Well, in that case... Thank you, Douglas. Alright then, right now Bertie is taking care of the passengers to Farquhar, but in any case, it is time for a new engine, and we shall welcome them very shortly. You may have some questions, and if you do not hesitate to ask them, but I do want to assure you that I am not going to replace you or anything like that. You are and will continue to be part of my railway.
Ahoy!
Well then, questions?
Yes? What's your name?
I am called Salty. Should you ever forget the name, just read it on me sites and be reminded.
Hey, we've got our names on our sites too. We'd be Donald and Douglas.
Any further questions?
I've got one. I am to work on a branch line, but where would that be?
Och, we take you there, if we may go, sir.
If you really don't have any more questions, then sure, off you go.
Alright, follow us.
Oh, well, that went a lot smoother than I anticipated. So, how do I get back to Knapford?
Salty spent the nights in Vickerstown to fill up with fuel at Barrow in the morning and take trucks to Knapford. Then he would take Annie and Clarabel to the branch line.
Everything all right back there?
Yes, we are doing just fine.
Aha, in that case, next stop, Elsbridge. May your journey continue well, Donald.
Much calmer than with Thomas. In the evening, he brought Annie and Clarabel back, took some trucks for the east whenever there were any, and then got back to Vickerstown.
And tomorrow, we'll get to do the fun all over again.
Thank you. See you.
Our best boy Douglas appears to be late. Well, in that case, we shall wait. I sure hope nothing has happened to him. How is everyone doing at the back?
Well, the two of us are quite well.
I love that. But what about the passengers?
Well, all of them appear to be off the train and off the platform.
How peculiar.
Salty, I am terribly sorry to have forgotten to inform all of you. I had to cancel a couple of trips. Leave the coaches here and get to the docks. Please.
As you wish, sir. Can I be of assistance?
No, but you can't take over the shunting for me.
Ha ha! Shunting is what I was built for. You get back to your passenger trains. I'll get the docks cleaned up in no time. So, that job is done. Then I'll better get back to Annie and Clarabelle. Poor maidens have been left alone for hours now.
You back here already?
Yar, the docks are clear, but tell me, where are Annie and Clarabelle? I was just about to collect them.
Well, you see...
Ha ha ha! So you must be Tank Engine Thomas!
Quite so. And you would be salty? Because that's what it says on your side.
Ha ha! Your eyes do not deceive. So that means you're back.
I suppose it does.
So that means I can... Well, what can I do now, then?
That depends, Salty. Did you enjoy working at the docks?
Oh, yes, sir. Working with trucks is heaven on earth. It's like I am their captain.
As some of you may have noticed already, the docks keep getting busier and busier. And even though Donald Douglas and engines from England can keep up with delivering and collecting trains, shunting them is a bit of an inconvenience. So, if someone was willing to become the designated shunter for the docks...
I fully understand what you mean, sir. That would be helpful. But where does one find someone like that? I'm just messing with you all. I would love to work at the docks.
And I would love to be back on my line. Without any further instances, I hope.
I think that is what we're all hoping. An old friend of Sir Topham had gifted him a truck for the railway. Special Carriage, affectionately called Ruffey, was determined to make a good first impression on the railway. Greetings, Shunter. Say, would you mind putting me at the very front of the train by any chance?
A first row seat. Well, if there aren't any complaints by anyone else, I see no reason not to fulfill that request.
And that be my train?
Yo ha ha! As you can see, we have got many new truck faces. This might just be the longest train this railway has seen yet.
Well, I'll be fine, and Keldane's not at the end of the world anyway. Hello there. Special Carriage is my name, but you may call me Scruffy. I am here to...
Farewell!
Excuse me? Well, the couplings seem appropriately tightened. The distances between the buffers, well, my buffers to yours anyway, give enough
Will you
room
be
for...
quiet? We're approaching the hill.
Oh, a hill. But a hill won't be a problem for a strong engine such as yourself, who has already climbed the hill hundreds of times before.
For your information, they only just relayed the tracks over the hill. The line's less steep now, but more bendy and the slope goes on for longer.
Oh, and all the bends make us lose even more speed.
Shut up now!
I will try to give you a push. The trucks behind me shall follow.
Oh my goodness, is it that hard to just shut your mouth? Good thing I was waiting here, prepared for that scenario, seeing my own experience with this hill. Come on now, we can do it together. You know, I would have been fine on my own if these trucks hadn't have been so irritating. Yeah, I know. Trucks are nuisances, all of them. And here we are. Job well done. Right, rough start, but surely no indication of what's to come. Douglas, I hope you rested well, because now I need you again. Always ready, sir. Very well. Please take these trucks to the docks, load them up, and then take the train to Marin, over the hill again. As they are only a few, I hope you can manage them on your own. I have no doubt I will, sir. Fantastic. Off you go then. No chit-chat, just do the job. Well, this is taking longer than anticipated. We're ready. You can go now. Phew. This is also much more weight than anticipated. It does not feel that heavy, but my axles feel quite cumbersome still. Wait! What now? I think my brakes are overloaded. What? No? Yes, I feel heavier than I am because my brakes are applied. Try switching my braking gear. You just happened to remember that before we reached the hill again? What? No. I am seriously just trying to help. I can see over you few trucks if I push you. So that's what I'll do. Just to make sure you're behaving. Well, if you feel more secure that way, please be my guest, but I'd still recommend you... Okay, I can try to switch my brakes by myself. I got it! One tiny moment! Got it! Douglas, are you hurt? No, I'm fine. I'm good too.
Thomas, will you try helping out over here? I'll go back and get Harold for help.
Yes, you go. Thank you for your help. And I was so sure I could do it this time.
Oh, we all live and learn.
And you didn't lose too much material? Oh, because of these troublesome trucks. Nah, we will get the hang out of them eventually. Let us just leave them here for now while we all go home.
Oh, yes, ha 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 ha.
Alright, enough, so be it. So be it then. Let all of Sodor be agreed that henceforth we shall be known as the Troublesome Trucks. The island of Sodor was experiencing a big boom in construction, and the docks got busier than ever before. One day, it was just too much for the engines.
Arr, Douglas, are ye here to finally take some trains?
Aye, that's why I'm here. This one's for Knapford, is it not?
Aye, and those are for Marin, and those for Vickerstown, and then
Sorry,
I'll
I
have...
can only take this one for now.
So when will Donald be here for one of the other trains?
Hopefully soon. But he's busy as well, you know.
In that case, we will do our best with what we're given. Farewell. These are for Wellsworth, which isn't very far. I can take these by myself real quick. Back in a jiff! And here I am once again, what did I... How is this even possible when there's no one here to... Never mind. Well, I better go. I better get... no. Okay, be quick now. Let's take these over there and those... They weren't alive, were they?
Well, I thought designating an engine to the docks would benefit the traffic, and it has, but now it might just be worth getting an engine to run the entire branch line.
Are you saying I'll stay at the docks, the Scotsman on the main line, and someone else transfers the trains between us?
Yes, something like that. That would also open the doors to passenger services on the branch, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. I will get a new engine. And this is supposed to be an engine. Well, certainly. Why wouldn't it be? Well, let me put it like that. This is not quite what I am looking for at the moment. Well then, let us move on to the next hall. As I said, I need an engine for my docks branch line, to pull goods trains and perhaps passenger trains too in the future. A branch line, you say? Well, these ones have just arrived here.
Me? Yes, sir. A branch line. I'd love to. I love pulling goods.
Aren't you more of a shunter?
Well, yes, but I shunt trucks and I have even pulled goods trains before, and I'm sure I can handle passengers if you just give me the chance to try.
Well, I do admire your enthusiasm, and I will certainly think of you should I ever need another shunter. But for now, I need a bigger engine. A tender engine for mixed traffic use, such as this one. What is your name? I am Edward, a medium-sized mixed traffic tender engine. Exactly what I need. Well then, join me for the paperwork, my favorite part. Don't you worry, Ben. Someone will take you eventually. Who knows? Perhaps we will meet again someday.
Yes, maybe.
I sure hope somebody will take this train off of me soon. We are at full capacity here.
Salty, meet Edward. Edward, you can get to work right away by taking the train right in front of you to Wellsworth, the junction we just passed. Will do, sir. And it was nice meeting you, Salty.
Welcome on board, Edward.
And long before the docks were about to become overloaded again, Edward came to the rescue to take trains away and clear the tracks. Edward quickly got used to the railway. He did his work well, was friendly to everyone he met, and during the summer heat, he was assigned his first special delivery. I can give you more details if you insist, but I believe you'll be able to recognize your special once you see it. Well then, I'll let myself be in for a surprise. Oh, now these are temperatures I haven't experienced in decades. A good thing my water tank's full.
Ahoy, Edward! Well then, can you guess which trucks are yours?
Not yet, but as soon as I notice something unusual, such as these reptile statues over there, then I can make a good guess.
Aha, some rich fella wants to put these in his garden or something. Not really any of our business. We're just doing the delivery.
That's what I intend to do. Couple me up then. And I was worried I would be pulling something extra heavy. Even so, the heat does pose a challenge. Well, what can I do but face it? Gracious goodness, what is that? A wheel lizard? Hello? Would you mind getting off the tracks? I don't want to use force. I'm afraid I will have to push you away. I'll be careful. Is everything all right with you, Edward? Donald, we need to talk to the FAT controller. He will know how to get that animal off the tracks. Animal? We haven't got much time. Well, talking to the FAT controller sure wouldn't hurt. Thomas, you pull Edward's trucks away. Donald, get a flatbed. Edward, you keep an eye out here. Will do. I'm back. Perfect. It's too heavy for me. I can help you. We need more power. It appears we will need all the engines we can get. All pull together with all our strength. We can do it together because we are the engines of Sir Topham Hatt. Together, we'll be able to bring the animal to safety and off the rails once and for all. Nothing can stop us when we engines together. When we can be make strong. Oh, he's waking up. So, Sir, what happened?
You stopped and then reversed onto a set of points, derailing yourself, all while babbling something about an animal on the tracks.
Yes, there was nothing there, was there?
The only animals are the statues on your trucks.
My trucks. Oh no. Did I lose them?
No, Thomas took them. And now we shall get you back onto the rails.
All the engines working together with me. That part of the dream did come true. Oh, I am so sorry to delay all of your services. Don't worry about that, Edward. Your safety is more important right now.
Oh, Edward, thank the rails you're okay.
Yes, I am sorry to frighten you all like that. If we can, we could perhaps improve my feeding pipes so nothing like that ever happens again. The weather is cooling down too. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. I just got to this railway and yet I already feel so welcome, so safe, so home. Like you're my family.
That is what we are, all of us.
Right then, we should probably get back to work before...
No, don't you worry, everyone. Just stay here for this evening. I phoned for help from England. Other engines will do the rest of today's trains. You all can calm down some more.
Thank you, sir. You're the best.
No, Thomas. You're the best.
I can be so mean when you got me irritated. And you can be so rude when you don't get what you need. We don't have to talk now, I think it's overrated. When you get out the door, baby, I got time to breathe. And I know this struggle will get over. You can call me when you're sober. There will be another dawn, and you will come back home. You will come back home. And I know the struggle will get over. You can call me when you're sober. There will be another dawn. You will come back home. And you will come back home. And you will come back